What's up, people? You're locked into the 2 Pro 1 Slow podcast.
And we're all really excited to be here.
Sure, be gimp.
And it's going to be a great episode, so stay tuned. Coming up, we've got, in this segment, we've done an Enduro trip. It's now Christmas. We've had Tom's triumphant move to Triumph. We've had Billy Bolt returning back to the great outdoors, who managed to win his first ever outdoor round in over 200 days.
This is staying in, by the way.
Yeah, this is good. It was actually going so well until you started to think about it. Well, it was all off the cuff. It was good, that.
That's what it does, because he has to act. He has to start acting.
Why? When
you do vlogs.
Yeah.
How are you then?
Oh, what? You actually started with that whole bit?
100%.
I suppose better than your fucking shite start. He normally does.
Exactly. There you go.
That was good. Well done.
We're back in, yeah.
Hi.
I am excited. I am really
keep this
excited.
till Christmas or just put it out as a December episode?
You decide. Will you be back before Christmas?
No.
Will you link up your other one? Because I'll be in the new office soon and we could...
But not before Christmas, you won't be.
I will?
Yeah, but not enough. I'll leave to South Africa on the 18th of December, so probably not.
Okay. So you've let us down?
No.
For a Christmas episode?
More than enough. I provided the information that I was coming well in advance to organise something Christmassy.
Well, why don't we just... This will be a December episode, and then you two, after yesterday's performance, are squabbling over who's releasing Christmas vlogs, and they can be the Christmas channel
Not
vlogs.
squabbling.
He then stole... This is how I went to sleep.
Now, let's give a bit of context.
Stole my footage.
I did it before you went to sleep.
Right, so yesterday we went
before you went to sleep.
We went to Only STANS Off-Road Experience, and it was a good day out, actually. Tommy sorted us these headphones where we could all talk to each other in the camera.
It was actually a really good day out, to be honest.
And anyway, those two squabbled over a vlog all day.
No,
No, he didn't squabble. The systems we had were Cardo, and Billy thinks I got paid a load of dough to use them, which I actually didn't. But
well, you should have, because the amount we talked about them, that's of high value.
No, I know. It was high value.
How's
But
that snot dripping?
yeah, I've got a bit of a cold. What's funny about that? It is high value, yeah, but they didn't see the value in me. Maybe if you had gone to them, you'd have got a different answer, but I couldn't even get a bit of free product when I was asking, after I asked them for a couple of £100 to put it in a vlog. So then I went to America, where I rode with Ricky Carmichael, none other than the GOAT of motocross, and I met the bloke out there and he said, don't worry, I'll sort you out. So he sent them, but it was so much better and so enjoyable riding with this headset in out on Enduro. I'm not getting paid, so I shouldn't say it, but I would recommend them.
It did make the day, I think.
Well, you only do things if there's money involved, do you?
That's what he's like.
It'd been better if it wasn't.
No, it was really good. And I poo-pooed Tommy's headsets most of the week, well, for several weeks. And especially the 2 hours he spent pressing buttons on them the night before we went, which I'm fairly confident is 95% user error and not an actual fault of the system. That
No,
takes
weird
2.5
though,
hours.
because we done it. I called matey.
Well, neither one really knows what we're doing with them. He definitely doesn't know what he's doing with them. We even set off on the ride, the Enduro ride with Stan, only me and Ed connected, and 10 minutes into the ride, Tommy's voice just popped into her head. After kind of giving up, we thought, we'll just do it when we stop, because we were kind of holding the group up quite significantly, actually. But no, they worked quite. It made the day. It was already quite a good day, and we were all very impressed by Stan's setup and facility. But then that just made it even better. We did link them to the cameras for the afternoon part of the vlog, but upon watching footage back briefly last night, they didn't work that well, to be honest.
I did not.
Like, you know how once we linked to the cameras, each other's voice went a bit shit in our heads. Well, that's how it comes across on the camera. But then, because like we said, also you lose the bike noise. Like, I'm sure if there was good connection or whatever, maybe I think maybe it might have been also ruining it ruining signal, because we had two cameras connected.
Do you know what we need to do, which would be make life really good? We speak in the headset, film the camera normally, and then inside the helmet as well, put a Rode Video Mic Pro that records to the SD card, so you got all the talking.
No, I
Raw.
would just have a lav mic clipped
that's
onto your
what
thing,
sort of
clipped
Rode is.
into your pant buckle that
Yeah.
just only records audio to an SD card.
Yeah.
And then sync it all together.
And you can send it to your new editor.
We're not content creators, we're professional athletes, Ed.
You've got a full-time member of staff.
Don't even fucking mention that. That waste man. So yeah, good doubt.
Why don't we?
Impressed by STANS facility.
Why don't we
Ed
have a
used
bit
one
of
STANS
chronological
bikes.
order and we do racing, Triumph, and then come back to
Well, we
STANS?
talked about yesterday now, so the chronological order's out the window.
Or we could come back to this and then they could stay to listen
You
to
got
how
much
it
more
was.
to talk about?
No.
He's got a cut on his face. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I had a crash, violent crash. Nearly put an end. Well, not put an end to the day, but nearly put a sour taste in my mouth about the day. I was coming down, and Billy said about 5 minutes earlier, he was like, "Stand the rocks," because I said, I'm being a bit creative here. I'm on the grass, missing the rocks, and he said, "I'd stay on the rocks. The grass is slippery." And I thought, yeah, I can feel it's a bit slippery. Anyway, went down this one section. What I thought it was steeper than what it was, the hill. I watched it back last night. Anyway, the front just pushed, and I just face planted the floor, goggles straight into the face.
On the grass?
Yeah,
Have you seen a cut on his face?
Yeah, on
goggles
your
straight
lip.
into the face. Yeah, and then
He's trying to
pushed
claim
my thumb
concussion
in the
last
floor.
night.
I thought I was like worried, not worried, but I was like, please don't say I've hurt my thumb again. But violent crash to start the day. Really lost a lot of confidence in that. Took me to the pub to have a couple of beers to get that confidence back going again. No, but it was. I would say it was up there, one of the best enduro days I've had. Because it was so relaxed in a way, we're just riding and we had the pub, we had like somewhere to get to, which is nice. You're not just like, should we go back to the van?
It was more of an adventure
Yeah.
than a normal day out what we have, but that which also took me by surprise. Like I know he's obviously done a lot of videos and stuff of his setup, and showed us even on his phone how it is or whatever. But I was generally like pretty blown away by the whole
area
setup he has and how nice of an area it is and cool of a place to ride. Like it is actually the mountains, to be fair.
Yeah, if you're a trail rider or you're not a hard enduro, you don't want to go and kill yourself all day up a hill. That's a mega day out for
Yeah, just
That's what I found more.
It's like good trail riding. Like trail riding, I would normally just rather do anything other than go trail riding. But we actually did just realistically trail ride. We were on like a bridleway or whatever you call the green lane pretty much the whole day. And it was generally very enjoyable, which doesn't sound like...
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't feel like I had to do anything stupid or like do anything mad. But there was some sections that were technical enough that it was like, right, let's get to the top of here. It might take a little bit and then carry on our way. Not like go back down, have another go back down, have another go.
You literally didn't do anything more than once.
No, it didn't feel like you needed to, if you know what I mean. It was just up and technical enough, and then you'd get through a technical bit onto another bit, look at the view, be like, whoa, that's sick, innit? Wait for someone else. No, it was really good.
What about the part where your arse fell out and you thought we're all going to die?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Never been
So
on a
that just
moor
added
before
to it.
or experienced the bog.
It was getting dark. It was like 3:45. We were quite a long way away still. It was really boggy moor. Tommy was nearly out of fuel. And he was adamant that if we all got stranded there, we were all going to die.
I don't know why. It did like doing
no,
in
it
on me.
did
I
feel
did was
like
like,
you were-
whoa. Because I don't have a clue where I was. Obviously, we got phones, and it's not like we've got no battery on our phones. But we was in this moor, and I didn't feel like the people that was leading us around by that point, because Stan's spokes had all blown out, so he went back. We had a couple of lads that were there, which obviously sort of knew where they was, but it didn't feel like they did because we'd done like 4 U-turns before we got to this moor, and then couldn't really see the end of the moor. And then we're getting stuck. Like you can't see the grass. You can't see the water, could you? And it was people stuck going over the handlebars. And then it was getting darker. It was misty, raining at this point, getting darker. And I was like, fucking hell, what are we doing here? Like this is not the time of day to be doing this. My bike was low on fuel. His bike was low on fuel. Blobman was just stuck and was having to go back. Honda man went
You
missing
didn't go back. You
completely.
just went,
No, I didn't.
You
Billy
saved
did.
yourself. You were
Yeah,
gone.
at that point, I was just saving myself. Like I wanted to get out alive.
But that's also a pretty stupid thing to do because I don't think you're capable of saving yourself.
No,
You'd have been
I
better
got to a
latching on
point.
to somebody
Yeah, I
because
got
you're
to
not
that point.
capable of saving yourself from that situation.
No, I sort of knew that after.
Who,
I
if
didn't- no, I
really,
was just like, I'm just going to go behind that one bloke that's
if
out
shit
front.
really hit the fan, who would you have clung on to?
Um,
If it went
Probably
pitch
what-
black in
Same
Someone with a
person,
light.
same person he's clung on to for the last 20 years that's got him out of every
not
shit
you, I wouldn't
situation.
have clung on to you. You would probably manipulated your way out of the situation. Yeah, you'd have found a way. But it was actually quite.
Well, first of all, you
scary. Not
was
even joking.
scared about running out of fuel. My bike was completely full of fuel, and you hadn't thought
I kept trying to explain
I
that
could
to
just
him.
tip a bit into yours. And I had
Yeah,
a
I
Camel
did
back
think
on. I
that.
could have filled up with fuel.
Yeah, I did. Well, no, I didn't think. I was thinking tip the bike upside down, and I was like, "That's going to be a
Well, you
bastard."
would
But
have
there's
to
a
do
few of
that.
us. Can you just unhook the fuel hose?
It just squirted the tiniest bit out.
No,
Pump, no, 'cause
It's
you
not.
get
It's
out
not.
the
It's a
tank,
fuel
it's
injection thing, and it's not a.
There's no.
Oh, so
doesn't
you
just-
can't just do it like the old school where you take the fuel pump, fuel
No, it's not
hose
got a
off and
tap
just
on
goes
it.
shh. Oh, okay. Oh, so you would actually have to tip the
Well,
bike
if
upside
you-
down.
Well, or you could have siphoned it out by breaking the USWE straw
You sacrificed the USWE pipe.
and siphoned it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, that worry was less. After that, you said that, I thought, yeah, well, we'll get out the fuel situation. But then a lot went on that. Honestly, it's a whole experience, but enjoyable. The whole thing was mega.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes was quite entertaining, wasn't it? Bill's bike ran out of fuel. I had to push him about a mile. Then we swapped.
Way more than a mile.
Do you reckon it was more than
Like
a mile?
5 miles.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 5, but it was a long way. It
From
was,
the pub.
Yeah,
You
I pushed
pushed
you all
from
the.
the
I
pub.
pushed you all the way down the main road.
I couldn't believe how fast you'd gone at one point. I thought you'd gone a different
it
way.
fired it again, and then
I jumped
when
on it and he
was
pushed me.
It fired
You
again,
must have been flat out when it fired.
and then he
I
was
did.
flat out, and I was like, "Well, that's not fuel conserving." But I was like, "This hill's quite steep, so just keep going." Just
Well, that's why I wanted to get up the hill. I was just going flat knacker up the hill.
Well, you got me because the headset went. It was like out of service. You two had gone that far, so I thought you'd just gone a different way back, and then see you in the distance. And I was like, "Well, they've got a long way quick." It was good. I liked the bit about the day where you had somewhere to go all the time.
yeah, I agree.
That's quite nice. I've never really done an enduro ride where it's like,
Yeah, well,
right,
I
let's
think-
get to this point, get to the pub, and you've got someone following you, sort of knows there, he knows the distance, and you're doing it rather than just literally going to a place and just dick about.
Going up a hill, down a hill, up a
Yeah,
hill.
and then be like, oh, do I really want to do that hill or not really? Come on, let's go somewhere else. So that was a nice change for enduro for me.
I'd definitely go back. I rode one of Stan's bike. I rode a 250F instead of my 300. Most enjoyable.
And you're not wet and cold from cleaning it today, which is nice.
No, Stanley's got that
Yeah,
job.
that's whoa.
Yeah. And he's got a job of straightening out Blobman's bike.
Blobfish.
Brand new.
Blobfish got his money's worth out of
He
that
did,
bike.
yeah. He's done more damage than whatever he gave to Stan.
I don't think he give anything.
What?
I don't know if
Yeah.
Stan charged. Did Stan charge anyone for bikes?
No,
yesterday?
he didn't
Was
charge
That
anyone.
was his initiation. That was literally the first tour he's done. Bless him.
I bet he sort of regrets it still.
No, he's got that. Was gone well. For, I think
Marketing budget. Look, he's having a shout
Marketing
out.
we're
budget,
talking
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, you are right. As marketing,
That's what.
it's
Well,
good.
that was my whole thought process behind it all. Works
No,
out
I
good.
see
We
what-
haven't done
see it.
anything together in a long time. We haven't done a Christmas video. The last Christmas video was you and Enduro riding in Wales. I wasn't even
No, that
involved
was-
in the last one. But
Was
it
that
went
the
on my
last one
channel.
we've done? That was before I'd even started my
No, the first
YouTube.
one. We did a different one. We've done one
We
after.
did
as
one
well.
before that. When we
You
were
done one
together.
on your channel.
With Billy.
Yeah, because then we
No
went
way
Mick
we gave
Exorcist
me that.
again and Jamie McCanny and all that came.
Was that a Christmas one though?
Yeah.
Oh, in the same place.
Yeah.
Make Excellence.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think he was there.
He had it the first year. On his channel, he wasn't there. You had it on your channel the second year.
Oh, really? Oh, that would make sense because his channel didn't exist the first year.
No.
Yeah.
I
actually
thought
put it on
we
your
did
channel.
one
'Cause
the
we
year
played-
before.
No, we went to on his one, because then we went to the pub after, and then we nearly ran out of fuel in the van on the way home.
Oh yeah.
That
I
was
do remember.
That was the second year on his. Nathan Watson came, Jamie McCanny, Millward came.
Yeah, I do remember now. That was a good one. All of them are good to me. All enduro days out are good. It's more for me because you don't do it often.
Little Bill had the time of his life.
Best day ever. Best day ever of his life, apparently, wasn't it?
What? That's what he said.
Yeah, on several occasions.
pub. He didn't
First
like the
of
pub.
all, he started off with, this is the best day on a bike I've ever had. And then it just turned into best day ever.
Best day of his life. He actually said, yeah, multiple times, this is the best day of my life. And then he just wanted to get, we was in the pub for a bit, having a real nice lunch.
Yeah,
That
good lunch. I was
Good
actually
chicken
meant to say
burger.
that before. Good lunch, wherever. If he's going to take customers there,
George III, it was
George
called.
III knows how to chef up a pub dinner.
Yeah, there was a lot on the menu that I could have eaten at as well. I settled with the chicken burger.
Billy wanted to leave immediately. Little Billy Askew, he was sat down, ate his dinner as fast as possible, and then the face he pulled when you two ordered a dessert.
Good dessert.
And then he
Good
came
choice.
outside, jumped on the bike, started trying to jump speed bumps, and Stan had to come and give him a bollocking and went, no, don't ruin it
Not
for
outside
everyone,
the pub.
not outside the pub.
Yeah, well, he didn't like the pub. He just wanted to ride the bike. But no, all in all, a fantastic day out.
Oh, well.
Would recommend.
Good day. Right, you want to go back in time now, Ed?
Well, I thought we'd speak about some other things. You've won a race. You've
Did
signed
win a race.
for Trumpet.
Yeah. Well, let
Did
him
we not
go
say
on.
that in the last one?
No.
Or did you just teased it
Last
hard?
one was
Didn't
ages
really
ago.
tease it. Well, we didn't actually know it was going to happen in the last one, I don't think, at this
Oh,
point.
really?
It come out of the blue quite quickly, that. You talk about your race, go on a little rampage, do about 40 minutes on it.
You just want to switch off for a bit, do you?
No, just
How many days was it since you won?
2,000 something, wasn't it?
Over 1,000, I think.
I think it was 1,065, if I remember.
No, it was ended in 69. I remember that. 1,169, maybe?
That's long. Bad, really, isn't it?
Where was the last win before that?
TKO 2021.
Fuck. Didn't win anything in 22 or 23.
Being injured, Ed.
Did you 22 you done your shoulder? Was that
22 did my wrist.
wrist? 20
23 shoulder.
shoulder, and then 24 knee.
24 knee.
Are you moving your mic back, or are you just leaving it hanging up there?
He normally just goes off at this point, don't we? We can have a little switch off him.
Well, I've still got to engage.
Yeah, you don't need two of us engaging.
But no, it was good. It went. My whole kind of comeback kind of went how I anticipated, or at least how I'd hoped. Really, I obviously made the whole process a little bit longer due to the small incident with my hand. But once I started riding again, I looked obviously at the calendar, at the dates and stuff like that, and figured like Sea to Sky which was my first race back, was probably too soon to be fit enough to really challenge, or just be kind of dialed in enough with the bike and everything like that. I can't remember exactly how many weeks I had on it, but I just felt like it was not really enough and I hadn't been to the race in like 3 or 4 years, so I didn't really know if it had changed much or whatever. But I thought, yeah, use it as experience, get some fitness, time being at a race and stuff like that. And it actually went pretty well, to be fair. I won the beach race, which was the first day. I was third in the second day, which was quite a fast but like still quite technical race. It went on for like 2 hours, so my fitness I was relatively happy with. And then the main race, I was actually doing pretty good. I was in like battling for the podium for most of the way, but then just the race actually went on to be like an hour longer than everyone expected, and then the last hour I really just hit the wall and died. But my thought always was all along that the style of race, the style of the track and stuff at Hispania suits me pretty well, and I did feel like even before I'd started to ride again, coming back from injury, that by Hispania that I could be challenging to be on the podium, and if all went well, I did feel I could win that race just with how I've done there in the past and stuff like that. So like I say, the whole return went kind of how I'd planned it out and pathed it out, which was always nice to know. You know what you're talking about, and still ride a bike.
How was your knee through all of that? Did you do much prep before, or did you just go straight into a
To be
race?
fair, like, I obviously did a lot in the gym until I started to ride again. But then since I've started riding a bike again, I've probably been in the gym twice, which is probably quite bad. But just run out of time. But yeah, I haven't thought about my knee once on the bike. Like driving's probably the worst thing. It gets so stiff after a drive for a long period of time. But whilst riding, haven't thought about it at all at any point. So that's good. I'm not complaining. My hand was probably worst. When I first started riding again, my hand used to get really tired, but it had quite a long time without my fingers working. Well, now I pretty much got full movement back, but when I started to ride again, I probably only had like half the movement of my index finger and just a lot of grip strength missing. So my hand took longer to get back from. In the end, it was like 6 months since my knee surgery when I started to ride again, which I think these days is like
It's good.
more than enough time, really. Like I say, I rode my trials bike and stuff before I'd broke my hand, and my knee didn't feel too bad then. I didn't feel ready to start riding properly, but it didn't feel bad. So, like I say, 6 months for the knee, I think these days is way more time than you need. So, knee was good. Hand now doesn't bother us at all, so
Happy days.
only ways up, baby.
Was the team happy when you pulled a win out the bag?
Yeah, everyone was happy. It was nice. Just to show, I think...
Do you normally like that race or not?
Yeah, I do. I was second last year. I've been third. I fucked that race up quite a bit, or like, because it's quite a short technical race. It does suit me pretty well. There's no like super long steep hill climbs, and I always they make a lot of mistakes. Something always happens at the start of the race, and I end up losing a lot of time, and then come on really strong in the second half. But the leader's always too far ahead, so I knew kind of what not to do because I'd done it quite a few times. So it meant I had.
What was it? An hour and a half race?
2 hours plus a lap, and it rained. So when I woke up on the Sunday. And it was raining. It rained all week, really, off and on. And then the track was pretty much dry by the Sunday. But then Sunday morning it started to rain again. So, which I was quite happy about because the track was probably a bit. If it had stayed dry, the track would have been easier this year than it had been in the past. So I thought if it's dry, there's not going to be much separation and everyone's going to be pretty even. But the fact it rained made it so much harder, which was a good thing for me, really. I obviously qualified first. I won the qualifying and the prologue, like everything that weekend, which was, also nice. So qualified first and knew I was setting off first and just,
Would you say that was the first time in a long time that you've lined up full healthy at a super enduro, hard enduro?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't even remember the last time.
Getson last 2023.
Yeah, Getson 2023. And what was the one before Getson? The last two of last year, I wasn't too bad. Like my shoulder was pretty much healed. It was just the races in the middle where I'd had 6 weeks off with Maniacs. And I'm not sure. But the second one last year was Hispania, and I was second. And then Getson, I was good. So them two last year, and then before that was probably 2021, because all of 2022, I did my wrist in like February time, and then tried to keep going, did the first few rounds, and then had surgery like halfway through the year because it hurt too much. So
that was the year you won the championship, 2021.
No, 2021 was the last year and I was also injured in the middle of that.
What did we go to? Getson.
We went 2021 to Getson.
What was the last round you won? Not Getson.
No, TKO that year, the race in America.
What did you win just now, though?
Hispania.
Hispania. You didn't do Getson this year, did you?
No, Getson only goes every 2 years.
Yeah.
So next year, Getson's on.
Getson's the last round next year.
Is Sea to Sky back in for this championship?
I think so. Yes.
Romaniacs?
Yes.
Erzberg?
Valleys and we're in May. Valleys is in January. The main Valleys is in, well, not the main Valleys, but the original Valleys is in January, which I'll also do. Second weekend of January. And then the World Championship round is May, I think. I didn't do that last year, obviously. I was injured.
You didn't do the Valleys January one either, did
No,
you?
I went to them both, but I didn't do either last year. I literally only did Super Enduros.
Yeah, because you'd hurt your knee at
Because
that
my
point,
knee was
didn't you?
fucked, yeah.
And what about now? Have you been practicing for Super Enduro?
Yeah,
Which starts in
the weather's
a couple
actually
of weeks.
been very shit. You're probably seeing like the floods and that have been really bad in Spain. So it's had a lot of rain. So I haven't done as many days as I'd planned, but I've done enough. I feel pretty good. We did a suspension test on Monday and Tuesday of this week because the bike is actually quite a bit different from last year to this year because there's a lot of new. There's new noise restrictions and limits and stuff. So the whole way the bike works is quite different. So it took a bit of time setting it up, but yeah, happy with everything. Got 2 weeks now. 2 weeks yesterday is the first round, so...
You wouldn't have actually done that many days then in total. What you'd
probably done 6 or 7 days.
It's not much.
Which, yeah, isn't a lot. But you end up doing so much because it's like a 40-second lap time. I guess it's similar to arena cross. You end up doing so many laps and stuff, like a full day.
And you pretty much go to the same track.
Yeah, like we make different versions of the lap. But yeah, not as, like I say, not as many days as I would have liked to have had.
You've got less races though, haven't you? You've got one. Normally it's 2 before Christmas. This year only 1.
Normally it's 1. Last year it was 2. It was last year that.
Oh, last year was an extra.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And the race is actually 1 week later this year. It's usually the first weekend of December. This year it's the second, which has kind of helped because, like I say, after Hispania we had pretty much 2 weeks of rain when I would have normally started to ride a little bit and probably get like 4 days, 5 days in, which I got none in. So the 1 week later has helped me a little bit. But yeah.
You don't really get an off season, do you?
No.
What did we go to in France? Early December last year.
I think November.
Last round.
November already?
Last week
Yeah,
in November we drove to Leven.
That was round 1.
First round, yeah, the French one. But the French one's the last round this year, which is also nice. Well,
Same stadium.
yeah, so it's close
Quite a
for
good
people
stadium.
coming from the UK.
There's not a lot there though.
No, there's nothing there. But it's close for people coming from
Yeah.
the UK. They can head
You
to
can
the last
drive, yeah.
round. It's
Really close.
only an hour from Calais, so...
Yeah, it's good to go.
So
watch.
it's Newcastle then Leven.
Yeah, Newcastle's not last round last year. France is.
Okay.
It's 7 rounds for the championship this year, which is also good.
You having a go at one? You going to enter
No, probably
on the new
not.
trumpet?
Michael Harrop was riding on track last
Yeah, I
week.
see that.
He got there and he like went and had a look at it because like he went and looked at the motocross track too, and then like walked back past the van, and he's like, his first thing was, he looks so fun.
He liked it.
Yeah, he was like, couldn't wait to get his motors done and
He actually
go and
looked
have a go.
alright.
Yeah, but I generally think the obstacles look quite daunting at times, but at the end of the day, all you do is smash into them as hard as possible. Like, it's relatively similar, and
Yeah.
like motocross riders have such a different perspective on where they ride aggressively and where they don't to like someone coming from a trials background. Like on a super enduro track, if you can get your head around the fact it's an obstacle,
You just hit it rather than be
like
scared of it.
when Kader Wolf came last year, like he was so good for his first time. He rode my hard enduro bike, like hard enduro suspension, soft mousses, everything, and he was like, I was like, I guess because I've seen your attempts at shit.
I
Didn't have high expectations, and
no, you can't. The only reason I don't do stuff before
Shoulder.
was exactly that. Honestly, not even joking.
well, now you're fine then, because
Shoulder is better. Yes, get much better. Didn't moan once better, did I? Yesterday.
no, you kept saying how good it was. So
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
what
no
I mean.
excuse anymore.
But
no,
I
like,
do see Well, Mike Brown picked it up and
Yeah.
he just had a go, and he's the type that just has a go. So it's like you said, if you
can
do
get your
just
head around the
attack
fact
it.
it's an obstacle, you can be good in areas where a lot of other riders aren't, as well, especially the jumps and stuff. Unlike
It's the rocks, though. You do
yeah,
say
that's
that, but
literally
then,
what
like,
I said to him. I said if it gets if there's a track with a technical rock section, it makes quite a big difference. But if you learn how to go through them, just sat down with your feet out and kind of surviving through that part.
I agree with the track with that. When you go to a track like Spain, that's been road and road and road and road and road. But when you go to a track like Mel went to in Newcastle, that sort of
and because it was slippy when it's fresh. Because now we rode last week when it was wet. The dirt, it's literally like ramps. To be honest, like we need
that's what I mean. That's no problem.
The lap that was used last week now is like far too easy because there's like. There's ruts before everything, but the rut leads to a ramp because the dirt's been that soft. So,
that's no problem. That's
a freshly built one without dirt before the obstacles is a bit different. But
way different. Like Mel riding that one up in Newcastle was really like, whoa, and he's pretty good at that stuff.
But he got way better in the day. Way better.
He did, yeah, but that was
It was
again
a
because
slippy
it starts
track, though.
ramping up. Everything starts ramping up a bit, but first practice was just like, if I was him, I think I'd have just thrown the terror and just been like, fuck that.
Be
that's enough
interesting
of
to see how Toby Martin goes.
yeah, he'd be good to watch.
He's trial. Do you know who Toby Martin is?
No.
You'd never heard of Toby.
I heard you say it yesterday, and before that I've never heard the name.
He's a trials rider that switched over to enduro.
But like he was top 10 world trials rider this year.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
Still don't care. He did. I think I don't know where he ended up.
Good, isn't it? Top 10.
Yeah, great. Well done.
Great product placement there on the desk.
About around about that. No, that's fucking good, isn't it? Well, whatever. I mean, I don't know him before now, but he's obviously good at trials, and then it'd be nice to see a trials rider do that. I agree with you. I'll keep a lookout for when I'm running the results.
Will you?
Well, it's nice to.
You're gonna have a pay for the subscription and watch or nah?
Nah, it's a fucker though. Unless it's $6.99.
You need to get yourself there and take Reporter Tom again. Your video you made from Levin.
Yeah, it was a good,
funny video.
It was a good weekend. Good video. I got into it, didn't I? I had a beer at lunch, and I come out all guns blazing.
Same as yesterday. Once you have a beer at lunch, it's game over.
Try
No,
that
it's
more
worse
often. You're a much better person.
I was worse at that.
Did you hear Blobman at lunch yesterday? First off, he ordered a water, and then they come round for this. Anyone else want a drink? And he went, I think I'm going to need a beer for this second half, and ordered himself a bun.
Because he was half cut after 3 sips.
It does hit me hard.
Blob thought he's going to get left behind here if everyone ends up being wankered for the rest of the afternoon.
It does hit me quick.
He also said when Stan went, I'm going, he went, what should I do? I said, you just come with us. And he went,
He was worried when Stan left because Stan was helping him all the way through. He was like...
That was actually a good test for Stan, though, because he's going to have people like that in his groups. He's got to learn to remain calm. They're paying for the experience.
Yeah.
Why, would he not normally?
No, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
he's
he
not
was
expecting to literally have to pull someone up every different
No, you're
bit.
going to have different things in there. I'm sure once he's done
Blob would do some stuff really good. Like, some bits you're like, well, bloody downhills, he was really good. I think, watching him actually down that other downhill, no wonder he was fast down the hill. Because I think he just got away with going, he would roll so fast, like way faster than I'd feel comfortable. But then it bit him. He went down one bit, but it was why we was all at a stop. Even you was at a stop, and he come down there, a lot of roll speed. Brakes didn't even get touched.
Bless him.
Oh yeah, the stream one.
Yeah, that was disastrous.
I was wondering what you're on about. Yeah,
you can put it in this on the screen. Yeah, it's good.
Just
We've got a
tune
few
into
different
my vlog.
angles.
It'll be in there.
Did you ride, what bike did you ride yesterday? Triumph motocross or?
No idea what it was.
Yeah, I have. Triumph. There's not many options of bike they've got at the minute. It's just 250 Triumph motor.
It wasn't an enduro bike.
No.
There's a lot of
we put an enduro rear wheel in it.
There's a
and
lot of
Stan
questions
then put a
on
moose in it, which changed my day. Yeah, 100%. That changed my day. If I had a motocross tyre, that would have been a bad day. And it nearly did.
Someone asked me as well, why didn't I ride the Stark yesterday? And I think that would have been a bad day out and all.
You have got an enduro tyre for the Stark.
Yeah, I know, but in wet, slippy grass with full no clutch and full spin.
I think you could have got through it, but I don't think it would have been half enjoyable. No,
I enjoyed it. Also,
and the battery would no way have lasted 4 hours. No, I rode a Triumph, and at the minute they've only really got a 250. Obviously, 450's coming out very soon.
But I did think they had an enduro bike, or is it not out yet?
Well, what's Johnny riding?
An enduro bike, I don't know, to my knowledge, but obviously not out yet. Like,
no, they
you
are
don't
coming
have,
out. I think it's common knowledge that they're bringing an enduro out.
No, but you can't already buy one, obviously, because
No, you can't buy one, or you can't buy like a. Yeah, you can't buy one.
I think you can only buy a 250 at the minute.
Yeah,
can't
at the
you?
minute.
Can't
the
even buy a
bikes they've got on sale
450.
is a 250. The 450's coming out in literally. We're going to get one at any time now.
But
what are you going to ride arena cross on?
A 250, and the 450 may come before Christmas, may come after. That's why I made the decision to ride 250. But yeah, yesterday I had an enduro wheel. We managed to get one of them from the factory, which was really good. And then Stan put a moose in it for me, which is again nice of him. Billy bought the moose. That's still in the tyre, so I'm going to give that moose back. Do you want that out the wheel? Ideally,
We use it for a bit more, don't we? Oh, you're going to give the wheel back? Oh,
yeah. God. Did think that.
I thought you would have kept it. Why don't you keep it in case we go again?
I don't know whether I can keep it. I'll ask.
I'm
but
sure
it'd
they've
be a bit
got an
odd.
extra wheel.
Well, yeah.
Give it to Bill. You can take it to Spain. He wants to come to the Super Enduro track.
I'll ask. I'm sure they can. But anyway, they give me what inch wheel's that?
18.
18-inch rear wheel with a moose, and a decent. That tyre was good on it, whatever that is. It was a Michelin, but it's still good.
Enduro medium. That is the best, like all round everything.
Do all enduro bikes come with that tyre on the back?
No, there's.
I don't think that's road legal, is it? That one?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
It was in the soft tyre. It was even the soft ones technically road legal, but
Good toe. Gripped so much on the rocks.
that's maybe is what they're going to come with if it was on, because it had a tube in, so I guess that's like what the production wants.
Yeah, it makes sense because...
But no, that's what all STANS bikes will have on them.
Yeah, but they're fitting them on.
Yeah, well, actually, I think a Husqvarna comes with them, to be honest. But that's what Stan will use anyway, because they are the best all-round tyre for rocks.
Yeah, that is...
Grass, road, streams, like best all-round everything tyre.
That is what Triumph do. They come with the best stuff on it. I'm not even joking, though. I'm not even selling
Funny
it.
that, because Kawasaki's did last year.
No, but these
And then
actually
Honda's
do.
did 2
Like,
years ago.
yeah.
Well, you've just been seeing how good that Honda looks.
no, it does still look quite smart. Well, it's still the current model pretty much up until now, isn't it? It looks still like
25 is
new.
the new one, yeah.
But no, they actually do come with like the best bits you can buy, especially the RC edition. He's got all the best bits on that 450. But yeah, I rode the 250, and it was a good bike actually, no problems. The old Huskies fell to bits, didn't they?
No, Stan.
Spokes fell out of his wheel, yeah. Did.
Yeah, but only
Whose
on
mate's blew up? What was that?
that wasn't Stan's bike.
No, it wasn't Stans. No, but the spokes.
The spokes blew up on the school bike
Yeah.
because
First go.
he had a go on it.
No, I was
Oh,
doing
he
that.
smashed it,
As
did
soon as I got on it, I said it was doing it, because I was like, every time you go fast, there's a hell of a vibration goes on it.
You did actually say that at the pub, I remember.
Yeah, as soon as I did inform the owner, and he clearly wasn't bothered. Or thought I was making something up.
When did you ride it? At what point then?
When he
Before the
swapped.
pub. Yeah, before the.
Oh, I do
downhill
remember when
track
you
bit.
literally jumped on it. Yeah.
And I got to the pub. I said, "It vibrates when you go fast." That, and he obviously was more interested in his pint than for keeping his fleet running. And
Yeah, he could have tightened
because
some
at that
spokes.
point he could have probably saved the
Wheel.
just tightened them up.
Well, he
not
didn't have a
even-
spoke key with him.
It's true. I don't think George III will have probably had a spoke key behind the bar.
They had a
either.
USB-C
I was
though.
about to say, someone landed on their feet. Shock! Some guy.
The GoPro was going flat, and then well, it wasn't even going flat. I still had 30%, but it got me back up to 83, and then managed to film the rest of the journey.
So what's your story then? You've signed for Triumph under Dirt Store, which is obviously the same team as last year, but now Triumph.
Yeah,
You're racing, what are you racing next year? Arena Cross and British?
yeah, British and Arena Cross.
There's no
boys-
MX National or anything like that anymore?
I don't know really what's happening with that. And Joel's going to race the 450. Billy's going to race a 250. Billy's going to do the Europeans and the British. Joel's going to do some selected GPs, but on a 250 to give him a shot at racing those, because he's done well. And then he's obviously jumping up to a 450, which I think is a good opportunity for him to be with Triumph and get that shot on that bike as well. So but it'd be nice to him to have a little good pop at some GPs as well on a proper bike, because I think when he's last done it, he's just in a better place now than he ever has been. So nice to give him a go on that. But yeah, Triumph, which is nice. Honestly, well happy to be a part of that. It's took, well, not years, but I've been sort of not involved in any shape or form, but obviously everyone knew that it was coming out. And then since it has been out there that they're bringing a motocross bike out, I always thought, well, if I could get on that like about this time, that'd be fantastic, because UK brand, this and that, sort of, I'm a bit older, this is new. Triumph's got like a bit of a name that's old British.
You know
brand.
about that, do you?
No,
Imagine
but everyone
you're
sort of
He knows the
Triumph,
history of-
don't
Imagine
they?
you're
Like,
clued up on
He knows the history,
of the
Ben.
brand.
well, it all starts from The Great Escape, doesn't it? And that jump.
Who was the rider?
I do know it, but I was just going to say.
Fuck off.
I do know it.
Who was
I do.
the rider that jumped the jump?
It's just gone off the. They've got Steve McQueen.
Hey.
Well, they'd had a replica of it, didn't you? No thing.
I did. I used to have a Triumph.
His living room.
Bonneville, Steve McQueen.
Because some guy owns the real one, doesn't he?
It's in the factory.
It's in the factory, the real one.
Oh, the real one.
Yeah, but all of the bikes in the factory aren't owned by Triumph. It's owned by one man.
Yeah, okay. That
Yeah, I don't know whether all of them, but pretty much a lot of them. But I think he wants to sell them back to Triumph now.
Right.
Not that he bought them off Triumph. He got hold of them, and then I think Triumph, he's getting a bit older and he wants the bikes to be kept. So I think he's maybe giving them back, from what I understand. But yeah, I just thought it's nice. You've always heard of Triumph, haven't you? Like, if you're into bikes, like, you pay a little bit of attention to something, you know what a Triumph is. So for them to come into motocross is mega. And I thought if I can ride one of them at some point, that'd be amazing, and finish my career racing with them. It'll just be nice. So it all sort of panned out how I expected it to, well, not how I expected it, but how I wanted it to a couple of years ago. And that's it. But it come about quite quick. I was trying to put the feelers out and see if something was to come about. And obviously this year we thought there'd be a bike. It wasn't really ready to do anything in the UK. They have the factory team, but not a lot was ready in the UK because all the effort was going into that to launch that into GPs, and they come in and done a good job there, like unbelievable job. And I think also they went into one of the best teams that set up that used to be the KRT one. Probably the best team in the paddock, in my opinion. So they
does that mean if we go and watch Billy and Joel at the Europeans, we can get some nice hospitality?
Yeah, best hospitality. How good was that?
Yeah, when we went in Lommel, it was good.
It literally, don't know, probably some of the nicest food I've had this year. That good. No, actually wasn't it? It's like a Michelin star chef.
Oh yeah,
I'm not even joking. I'm not like going on a spiel. Like, this is what I feel about the thing. I'm not even joking. It's good. People even say to me,
"You're
like,
so
what's it like?"
see-through with your plug-in.
No, I swear. People say, and I tell them this,
It's like a fucking walking billboard.
and they literally, they're like, I can see them thinking, this geezer here, like, come on, you're talking to me now, like, it might be knowing, like, talking to someone that I know, but I'm not even joking. That's the mad thing. I think they want me to say I'm only joking. I just do it for them because it is what it is, but it's not. Actually, I do like everything about it. And I haven't even got to the bike yet. That is something else. No, but you've got me off my thing. But everything about it's good. I'm well happy with where I am with the Triumph thing, and it works for Billy, Joel. Obviously, it all wouldn't happen with Dirt Store. It's still that team, so it's not like we've gone to a different team and everything. It is Dirt Store that now are supported by Triumph. That's how it is. So the team is Dirt Store. Triumph have supported Dirt Store. So exactly the same staff and that as last year, which is mega, or ownership of the team and everything, and mechanics. So that's spot on for me, really. It couldn't honestly be much better. But yeah, and it's also nice for Billy, Askew, Joel, because they can have a go at it. There's a good opportunity for both of them. I think the public seeing it all and being released, because Triumph had done America and then they'd done obviously the GPs, and there was no UK rider, and it being a UK brand when we did release it, I think everyone was quite happy that it's like a UK brand and now UK riders.
Lovely stuff.
Is that a good little plug, do you reckon?
Yeah, that's not bad. You've
done everything.
I think you kept everyone happy. Anyone else you want to keep happy?
No, you've
want to chuck a training school in?
Just like one sort of plug now, but it generally wasn't.
Well, that's like your Instagrams are just the one big plug.
Well,
isn't it?
said that.
Tell everyone it generally wasn't again, if you want.
Generally or genuinely? I'd say generally. No one.
Yeah, because you're not being genuine.
Nasty people. I'm just trying to be a genuinely nice bloke. Yeah.
I can't wait. 2028, I was a Stark ambassador. Genuinely, this Stark's the best bike I've ever.
I've always loved these bikes.
Always been electric.
Ed was right when he got one back in 2024.
I haven't really rode mine actually. There's a few questions on here about how am I getting on with the Stark, or how is it?
Questions? I asked for festive questions.
Oh, there's a good question here, and it's not even a joke. Yeah, you can read it yourself. How much does Tommy earn a year?
Don't get.
He
Billy
would not
started on
believe. that
Billy
figure.
gets bee in his bonnet over that.
So I tell you that what's come up obviously a lot, and they're obviously going to ask this, and they want your opinion on it. Is the KTM Husqvarna debt? Which, how has it affected
Billy's
you?
put them in.
If you work that out then.
No, I generally think you're good value for the money they pay you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Clip that, Edward.
Genuinely or generally?
Genuinely.
Yeah,
if I said generally in my Triumph speech, I meant genuinely.
Has it affected you at all? Or?
There's a lot of restructuring going on. I think that's quite clear for now. I think they've known for a little bit. Well, it's obviously just come across to the public that's been happening now, but I think you don't get into that situation overnight, but from what I've been told and informed, that racing is going to be unaffected, and that they know that racing's what made them the brand they are, and that's where they've come from, and they have, we've been told that they will race. All teams will still commit to all championships, and obviously it's difficult times from the corporate side, and I think more of the production side is what's really needing the restructure and what the focus has been put on. But yeah, from the communication I've had, which they've been pretty honest about the whole thing, is that racing will go on unaffected. So
they've kept you in the loop, haven't they?
I got an email from I was actually sat in his kitchen, and it was at like 9 on Friday night, which would be 10 in Austria time.
As Alf would say, it began with
from a very important member, and I thought, oh hell, that's like that. It's clear that they're obviously those at the top have got a lot of.
Do clarify that it wasn't directly to you. You're not that important. It was a massive.
No, but in general,
see, this is you not being genuine again.
Oh, sorry.
You just leant forward and spun your cans for Monster. You're such a whore.
Just in case you clipped a bit of this clip, because I thought it was a bit official. It could get a clip, get it in.
Oh my god!
What?
So no, like I said, they've communicated with us that there's a lot of restructuring going on, but as far as we're aware, my job remains unchanged to go race Super Enduro, and I think they're still aware that a motorbike brand, especially of the nature they are, has to go racing in order to sell bikes and stuff like that. So who knows eventually where it'll end up, but I think and I think this might not be true. I don't really know how big businesses work, but the fact they're taking such an aggressive step is kind of an indicator that they're like fighting for things to be fixed, rather than, I don't know, let it kind of fizzle out to nothing. The fact they are doing this big restructure, 3-month, whatever it is, that's my own interpretation of it, which might be wrong, but it's kind of a sign like they're fighting for things to stay as they are. They're fighting to keep things. So hopefully the restructure goes well and we come out the other side of it. And
well, I hope it don't affect the Husky E5 I've ordered for Al for Christmas, because that's meant to be coming in the next week or so, and
hopefully he doesn't watch this podcast either.
Don't watch these. Too much swearing. My child.
Yeah.
What?
Your child knows all the words, doesn't he? Tell us about your child. Which one of your child drew all over your kitchen the other day?
Bad day. Well, would have been worse if I was on supervision.
Oh, it's nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me. I was out the house, come back, and the laid back man I am, I just sort of went, all right, that's bad, isn't it?
Don't ask anyone for a kitchen, or
that's not a bad day. So if you spray kitchen doors and you're out there, get in touch with me. My Instagram.
This will probably work as well. That's the annoying part.
Why is it? Have you tried cleaning them off as well?
It's still why you come around. I showed you in the morning.
I know, but I'm pretending for the fact of the people listening.
No, it's stuck on there.
He's used oil base, hasn't he? He's definitely used an oil based crayon, and it's not lifted.
We've got them fucking pens in the kitchen in the first place. We've got so many kid friendly pens, and Soph reckons she's only out the room 30 seconds. He's done
an art.
5 minutes worth of artwork.
He's done a Picasso.
Yeah. every single cupboard.
That was actually one of these questions. How long did it take you to clean the cupboards?
Yeah. Well, I come back. Soph's gone, we've had a bad day. I said, what's happened? She went, look. And I was like, oh, that's bad. And I thought,
you could have passed it as modern art, to be fair. These days.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not even that arsed that it's on there. Like, I'm just, whatever it is, what it is. And I was like, that's bad. Have you tried cleaning it off? And she went, yeah, that's after. I've had a couple of hours on this. And I was like, oh no. Yeah, that is bad then. And then she showed me the before, which was the video posted up. And so it was red. Now it's pink. And then certain lights, and if you don't have the lights on at night, you can't really see it. But if you do in the daylight, it's bad still. So a couple of people, if you know of a way to get it off, that'd be quite helpful. So don't put something in the comments that I'm going to try that's going to burn the paint off my cupboard completely and go, this useless man, watch this, he's got no cupboard left. But if you do have a...
No, do that.
Do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know who to trust. I've had a couple
Wheel
of
acid, I think, gets it off pretty well.
Someone said hair...
Spray?
yeah, it's not hairspray.
Hairspray and a lighter.
Pardon? Hairspray and a lighter.
Yeah, that'll go well.
No, someone said something to do with hair. But I could do with getting it off rather than... because then it'll be the next thing, wouldn't it? We need new cupboards. But
You might as well rip the whole kitchen out and have a new
yeah,
one.
she did actually want new cupboards a couple of years ago and then stopped talking about that. So maybe that's just to sort of like that, and she's the one that's drawn all over the kitchen. But yeah, back to if you do spray kitchens, get in touch because maybe the next step.
Have you got any festive questions on your Instagram, Bill?
I've got a few questions on mine.
Go on then, let's hear them.
No, I haven't even looked because I'm not rude like you two. I just keep.
Well, I'm just trying to
keep
the show going.
Consistency, the fluidity.
Oh, yeah,
of
there's
the
lots of
podcast.
other stuff in there. We've been like 6 months. We're not being very creative here.
Well, we haven't seen
We've
the
got
people
I
what they
done
wanna know.
nations.
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't done that. But that was almost too long ago to talk about.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think.
they
It's
need.
like-
That's I agree. It's a bit shit.
yeah, it's too far to go back. And there's
Pigs
sort of
and
not a lot,
blankets or
like-
stuffing. One has to go.
Say it again.
Pigs and blankets or stuffing. One has to go. Which one?
Pigs in blankets to get rid of.
Yeah, pigs and blankets. You have a sausage bacon sandwich at any time.
Especially if it's a wet bit of bacon wrapped around the sausage. That's fucking awful, isn't it? If it's a bit of crispy
I'd rather have
bacon.
pigs and blankets on my Christmas dinner than that. Than the stuffing. Well, I like stuffing, to be fair.
Won't come to yours for Christmas.
I used to make the stuffing when I was a kid.
Did you?
Go around my grandma's the night before, help her with the stuffing.
Well, there we go. Nostalgic, so you should have that.
There was another question. Have you tried the new festive bake from Greg's? No, but I've penciled that in
Heard
for
about
this
that
afternoon.
3 times yesterday.
Huh?
The festive bake you wanted to get.
Yeah, we
Because
should have
he
done
likes to
Greg's
be-
for breakfast yesterday.
Likes to be greasy. You was the one that snatched the steering wheel to point us at the McDonald's
because I
breakfast.
hadn't had a McDonald's breakfast in so long, and I'm pleased we did it because I did enjoy it. Although that new Mighty McMuffin shit, if anyone's thinking of getting one of them, shit, stick to a sausage and sausage.
We
and egg
was
McMuffin.
going in Greg's and Starbucks, and you just went, no, McDonald's.
Yeah, because that was 95% because of the hash brown.
He had 6 of them.
Yeah, I really like hash browns.
He had 6 hash browns, a Mighty McMuffin, a
had 4
coffee.
hash browns.
Well, there we go, 4.
A Mighty McMuffin and a sausage and egg McMuffin. But I took the bacon and the ketchup out of the.
Oh, you
Mighty
had 4 breakfasts yesterday.
That's 2, Ed.
2 and double hash browns on each order.
No one ever gets a McDonald's breakfast without getting at least 1 extra hash brown.
Yesterday I only had the 1.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Were
He
I
had 2
operate
as well.
better. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Your words were, I like to be
Yeah,
greasy.
you said this is if
No,
I
you
don't,
said
if I'm
I
not
don't
greased
like
up,
to be
this
greasy.
greases up. It
And I
greases me
said,
up
I
for my
like
day
it. And it
riding.
was, that was actually a joke.
What
I
did-
don't
It
like-
wasn't a joke.
I don't like.
What did you
feeling-
hoover up at lunch yesterday? I forgot.
Steak sandwich.
All right, hoovered up steak sandwich and a cookie or a
No, that
sticky
wasn't it,
toffee.
man. Sticky toffee pudding was really good.
It was good. No,
2
that-
pints of Guinness.
I'd planned that day of being fat. I was going to say the C word, but I'll not.
Yeah.
All week, actually. I'd filtered that in.
What did you hoover up in the McDonald's on the way home as well?
9 chicken nuggets and 2 beef burger patties.
I could have done without the McDonald's on the way home. If I'm
That's
honest.
why I only had the grilled wrap. I knew it was a
Grilled
bad.
wrap. The grilled wrap.
Grilled wrap.
That's the most frigid thing I've ever
just
heard
couldn't
in my
eat
life.
more
No,
grease.
Grilled wrap from
I had
McDonald's.
chicken selects to try and be healthy, but it didn't really.
Chicken selects have
And the
significantly
chips
more
I seen you
calories than
hoover up
chicken
and all.
nuggets.
Oh, were they?
You get
Yeah, but the
like
chicken's
3
real.
chicken selects.
Yeah, I was
like-
about to say the
like-
chicken is at least chicken.
Like 3 chicken selects is the same amount of calories as 9 chicken nuggets.
Yeah, but it's different because what you're eating.
There's not really much
Yeah.
calories in eating bone and smashed up carcass of a
It is
chicken.
nice.
Don't know, not for me.
Not for me either.
I do also enjoy a select, but I was being calorie conscious in the afternoon.
Selects can go really like you can have a bad batch or a good batch. Even you can have a bad
Yeah,
and good
sometimes
ones
they have
in the
chewy
same
ones.
batch. Yeah, it fucks me off. I had to spit one out last night.
I ate it.
Disgusting.
I didn't spat it out.
You ate it after I spat it out, did you?
No, not the bit you left, not the bit you spat out.
Then you went and then we had chocolate bars as well.
And then I had 2 slices of pizza when I got back to his
Oh,
too.
did you have pizza as well when you got home? Good day.
Well, I didn't want any, but there was 2 slices left.
Well, someone's asked what bike will I be doing the VMXDN on next year?
Bonneville.
Will you be doing it? Of
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
course you will.
What do you mean culture?
There's an
Hold
opportunity,
yourself
innit?
out for that as well.
You'll sell your space there. No doubt you'll need another T-shirt making.
I'm not really sure yet, to be honest, but I won't be on the Cowie that I rode this year. But I can pretty much ride any bike I want. Yeah, I can ride any bike I want, from the understanding. Speaking with Triumph, they said, crack on, we like the race.
Surely you'll do what Brownie done and ride a Black Yam.
Or you can ride black anything, like Black Suzuki. I did speak to Rob last week, and he says, I've got a good Suzuki you can ride, but I don't really want to ride the Suzuki. I don't know why I don't, but it will be like black. I spoke Monster and see if I could do something with them and have like a Monster Edition black something, but I'm not sure, but I will be racing it. Sick weekend, isn't it? Hopefully it won't rain this year. 2 days better than 1 day. Have we even done a vlog since that? When was the last one?
Podcast?
Yeah.
Don't know. If I find another question, I'll find out what the last podcast was.
Any Christmas kecks?
250 or 450 for Arena Cross. That's obviously coming up. Next race.
Okay, just don't worry about the question I asked then.
What did you say?
So there's any Christmas kecks someone's
I
asked?
think you said Happy Christmas.
Don't
loads
do
of-
them anymore, because no one bought them the last time he did them.
There's no Christmas cakes coming, but Masters of MX have still got some of them Christmas
I've
cakes.
still got
Have
like
they? They're
5
still
pairs.
floating about. I
I've
like
still
them,
got like
actually.
4 pairs in the packet at
Oh, have
Mum
you?
and Dad's house. Opened my boxer drawer yesterday, and that was all that was in.
It was a weird one, because I thought they would just sell out
Yeah, I
when you
thought
sent
they
them.
would-
I was like,
Yeah, but
well,
that was
then I
like
get
2
it as
and
well.
a bit years ago, wasn't it, as well? There wasn't as many customers we've had now. The brand's grown.
okay.
I thought I think they would slap if you did them now.
There's a lot
Especially if
actually.
you did like 100.
There's a lot going on at Kex. There's obviously your guys' merch will be coming out. There'll be
I've not mentioned my merch. Yeah.
well, yeah, that's coming.
Man, he's plugged it all over.
He's got merch coming out soon. You've got merch coming out soon. There's 2 more Sherpa products that will be released by the time this is out, no doubt. We're currently in the Black Friday sale, which will end tomorrow. So unless I edit this tonight, that will be finished. There's knee brace socks on the order. There's the new girls' underwear that's all coming, which we've been waiting for ages. That boat's now docked, so that'll be coming out. And by the end of the month, December, we'll be in the new office, new warehouse, and then early part of next year, everything will be coming back in house.
I'll come. When you're in there next week, I can do a vlog about that, can't I? Because when you put that in my last vlog, that actually was one of the good most watched vlogs.
Oh, was
so I
it?
can do an update.
Yeah, you can come and see the office.
That can be maybe my Kex video.
Office
my
tour.
Christmas one.
What, an office tour?
Office tour. Because the last time I come in, it wasn't really nothing to tour, was it?
It looks quite good now. We need some.
Has your furniture already been ordered? You still have to choose all that shit.
The range.
Desks.
Going, haven't we?
No, I've bought desks and all that sorted. But I need to go.
Like a sofa and
No,
coffee tables and shit.
Need to do all of that. But I needed the space and a measure up before.
I can treat you to that if you want.
Thank you. I want a dartboard. What other tools can we have?
We're going to
Darts is about to start again next month.
So I thought I'd get a dartboard so we can all pretend.
Time of year when everyone pretends they're darts player.
yeah, a bit like you when football comes around.
How'd you work that out then?
Because you're a football fan only when they come up, only when they play.
Tommy's having a desk, he reckons, at the
When
new.
else would you need to be a football fan?
Every day you got to live and breathe it, mate. You don't.
Are you going to have a full-time desk?
Yeah, I am.
Fuck
actually,
having
yeah.
him there full time. What for?
He thinks he's going to set up and.
I do a lot of
what?
stuff. You give me zero credit, zero for what I do now, and I'm actually.
You gave me zero credit for 3 years.
No,
What's
I'm not
happening-
talking about you. You give me a lot of credit lately. He don't.
Importer shit.
I told you. I
He
said
thinks I just land on my feet over and
You
over and
fucking
over
do.
and
I've
over
never known
and
a
over.
human land
do
on your
quite
feet
a
so
lot.
many times.
How I don't get that though. That fucks me off a bit because I work hard. Like it's not easy. You've seen what a life like in my house.
What's wrong with it?
No, it's good, but it's busy.
You're not.
It's busy with kids. I get home, there's school, there's this, there's that. Like
I've done all of that and ran a brand and your merch
No, I
and
know.
edited all your videos.
You
I
do
used
it.
to run at the optimal up here, and now you've burnt me
This is
out.
not
Both
about
so
you.
far, they're all
This is not
fucking
about
arses.
you.
No, I'm just
This is
saying.
about him.
But I just get on.
It's not
the
about
mess.
him.
I'll just do me. Don't worry. You fucking
I set him up
hype yourselves
a
up.
long time ago, and he took the reins and he bettered himself. You,
that's what I'm doing now. I'm a bit behind him.
You're a bit behind. I'll give you credit where credit's due. You're a better person since you've put down your Instagram and you've actually started to learn.
Yeah, much
What are you
better.
going to learn next?
Everything. I'm learning it all. It's just step by
Thumbnails,
step.
hopefully.
Thumbnails. Sometimes I start learning and I just stop for a bit and then I need to get in again. And the thumbnails was out. I need to learn how to put them in front of the picture. Then I'm fucking better, man. Then I can pretty much do it all. But then,
are you enjoying it?
But Ian gives me no credit for it.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, you just land on your feet with another vlog. No, I fucking filmed the vlog, edited the vlog, and the vlog went on.
I'll give you credit for your editing these days.
Are you enjoying it, though?
Actually, when I put a video up, you say, give me more credit than him for the video. He just picks the fault, doesn't he?
I want you to be better. It's not fault. It's constructive criticism. Because this is what happened. I've spent 3 years making your channel, and then when you first took over as your own editor, you started telling me, that'll do. I said, no, I haven't done 3 years of this to that'll do.
No, yeah, I get that. I am lacking a bit of... I'm watching the vlogs now, and the riding bit, it was better when you was there, and you had a good bit of riding in each vlog. Now, I've got that new camera, the actual clips of the riding aren't as good as when I was using a Canon and the big lens, because I had like a good lens for riding, and now I'm like, every riding clip's quite a long distance one. That's starting to wind me up a bit.
It's because you've not invested in a lens or a laptop.
No, I did say to Billy last night, I might buy a second-hand one of that lens.
You should buy a 24-70.
Yeah, but I want to film. I like filming and doing it all on the same lens.
Impossible.
It's quite difficult.
Do you think a movie is all made on the same lens?
No, but anyway, I'll do. All right, started off. I'll come into Kex in a couple of weeks because then you'll have more to film. But that's really good. I am looking forward to it. I am going to have a desk. I'm actually going to get a desk at home as well. I said that to Sophie this morning. Where the room we slept in, I'm going to take that, the little wardrobe out and put a desk in that little area.
Found one at the range, have you?
No, that's where I said we can buy your furniture because the range sponsored us at VMXDN and Nations, and I got vouchers for the range. And been in there lately. It's better than I thought it was.
You can go and buy all
That's what we can do. Our Christmas. You can do a Christmas vlog. Come in there.
Told him this
That's
2
what we
days ago.
told
Do you
was
think
going to
he's
do
done it?
that.
Has he fuck?
And then we'll go
because
to
if
the
I
range.
suggest that now, you're in a rush. Everything
We
you
don't need
suggest-
him. Me and you.
Yeah, you could just buy my stuff and I'll unbox it in January.
We'll
Yeah,
go.
I'm going to do a bit in the range, but it's good. It's good to we can buy that stuff and a bit of furniture and that in there.
Okay.
You need the bigger one, the better though. Like the bigger the range, the better the stuff in the range. If you know what I mean.
You find us the lead
Derby's the
headline
biggest
store.
one, I think.
There we go. Then we'll go gym and then we'll go there.
Yeah, it's good. Good crack in there. So good shopping when you're not paying for it.
Well, you are.
What?
You are paying for
Yeah,
it.
it's still money. I know. That's what I told Soph. She's like, oh, and I was like, still money.
You still earned the vouchers.
Yeah, I was like, it's the same, isn't it? And she's like, well, it's not, is it? And I'm like, it is. You can't spend it like it's free. I was like, but I mean, in a way it is. But I'm trying to explain to Soph it's not. To say like, look, just chill out. Because every day she's like, I'm not back to the range. I'm like, we sort of got everything we wanted the first time round. And now you've done 4 trips. And she still keeps finding stuff we want. But yeah, we'll do something there anyway. So I'll come to Kex. Looking forward to that when that's all done. That'd be a nice, will be nice place to be.
Yeah, Nick's really done me a solid there. He's,
Yeah, that's GTCI that have kitted that whole place out. Nice, very nice job they've done. When's this going to come out? Would they have seen it?
No, this is going to come out like soon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'll just get on. I'll get
What's
on
the
with
one thing you want for Christmas, but unfortunately never got?
the one
I've
thing
got
you
some good
wanted,
questions.
or the one thing you want this year.
One thing you've always wanted for Christmas, but unfortunately never got.
To be honest, I've been quite lucky.
Don't
My
remember.
mum loves Christmas. Your dad don't. Your mum didn't, did they? You got shit stuff for Christmas.
I don't really like Christmas though either.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
that.
well, that was another question. Which one's the Grinch out of you three? Didn't even need to ask that one.
Well, this year, or just
Fucking
Christmas
green
in
man sat on
general.
the
It's
end.
just
Yeah, well,
like-
what about now you got the kids?
yeah, it's better in it, but at the same time,
Probably hate it less.
it's
It just inflicts his misery on them.
no. But you
Like,
shouldn't. You
there's
shouldn't
a present
build up
for
Christmas.
That in a few
You
weeks.
shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't like. Oh, it's Christmas. Like, yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, like,
Christmas
No,
is
my
sick.
family, my
life,
mum,
just life,
oh my
just
God.
make life quite nice, isn't it?
Christmas is sick. I've
Yeah, that's
actually
your
realised
thing.
that UK does Christmas very well because we had. I mean, I know technically it's only November, but still, oh, it's the 1st of December today, isn't it? Or when
Yeah,
is it?
1st of December today.
Until we came to the UK, the Christmas lights and shit are up in Spain and Andorra and that, but they're just not a single bit of Christmas feeling in the shops or whatever. And then I did 2 days in Newcastle. I had some stuff to do in the city centre, so we wandered around some shops and that, and just instantly feel better.
Oh, Christmas makes you feel better.
Yeah, well, just more Christmassy,
joy.
like joyful.
Spreading joy for all to hear.
Market outside, Christmas carols on in the shops. It's just nice. Isn't it?
No, I agree.
UK does it so much better than Europe. Like anyone in Europe is deprived of good Christmas.
I disagree, because if you go somewhere where it's like a decent snowy
You would like
resort,
to go away for Christmas every year. That's like, you're like, let's get away for Christmas. Fuck this.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to do that.
Yeah. Every year you're like, I'm going to go away this
England
year.
does it better. UK does it way better.
Well, I'm agree. I don't think I'd want to be away for Christmas unless it was in a Christmassy resort. But
you've never done
my mum and dad.
You've
my
never
mum
done skiing
fucking
though, have
loves
you?
it.
If
No,
you've
never
done a
skiing,
full
no.
ski, like you'd be like,
Yeah, I would do
"Whoa."
that. Yeah, because you're in snow, but that's Christmas. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's when I would think it's more. I feel more Christmassy.
Yeah, I do get it. But my family's just loved Christmas. Mum loves Christmas. She just like, even, well, when we were kids, it was mental Christmas. And now she's like, I don't ever feel Christmassy anymore. I don't feel Christmassy. But she still loves Christmas. Goes mad for it. Like, I remember I got you a set of Asterix knee braces one year and your dad wrapped it up and gave them to you as your main present.
He did, yeah. And he didn't even wrap them up properly. It's half hanging out the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, but obviously you, like you said, you had plenty of bits throughout the year. Like your life was good. It's not like, I know what you're saying, like, don't big it up. But everyone does it differently, don't they?
Yeah, well, I just feel it's some people go over the top, and then especially now the grammar.
Yeah, then it's over and they're just like, fuck my life, Christmas is over.
And then people shoot their bollocks on everything. You just think, for what?
Yeah, people do. Well, even it adds up so much. Yeah. So Ed's the Grinch anyway.
Massive.
Someone
Grinch.
said 250 for Arena Cross or 450
You've
for
already
me.
answered that question.
No, I didn't
fucking
touch that, did I?
twice.
Oh, well, I've got Arena Cross coming up. Anyway, that's for Matt. Talking about it, Matt. Coming up, Jan 4th, NEC. But I'm racing a 250. I don't think I gave the reasons for it, did I?
Do you want me to film you there?
450s either might not be here till after Christmas.
Yeah, you're right. We did talk about it.
Do you want me to film you at Arena Cross?
That's a trick
You
question.
won't
There's
get
no
filmed
chance
unless
he's
you
going.
get paid.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Big
saying.
full circle. Yeah, well, it's better, isn't it? If you're there, not for the filming, just for the moral support.
I'm coming.
Oh, are you coming regardless?
Yeah, I'm coming for
okay.
the crack.
He likes going to races where he
I
doesn't
don't
get his
really care if
camera
you
out.
film me.
Coming
not,
to the
then you can
races.
come in.
And he'd walk around telling everyone, going, it's fucking great this had a race without a camera. It's
I tell you what I
fucking
could
great.
do with
It
you
is.
doing is just sitting in the stands or on your seat. Even if you come, just I don't want you to film nothing but like sit in your stands and just film the odd bit so I can just post it from your seat because you're good at that.
Just
Everyone
get a
looks
dad
at it,
cam
but
so
how's
you
he
can do
got
it in one
everything?
hand. Zoom on the top.
Yeah.
That'd be nice to have a bit of footage of me racing and I could do every other bit of footage that I needed.
Do you pay expenses?
No, that comes from Batesy. You're not doing 2 deals. I know you're in talks with him already.
Yeah, because of your performance the other day of how shocking it was.
Well, yeah, I don't
Wants
want
me
to talk
back.
about that.
Because you're such a fucking shit vlogger.
No, that wasn't me. I didn't take my camera. It was not my vlog.
Well, the
Was that for your
talent.
GoPro, wasn't it?
The talent didn't perform.
I just turned up as a spectator. Wasn't my plan.
Come on,
My
do
vlogs are
some
much
some
better.
non-motorbike related stuff.
Someone said, "How was the sleepover at Tommy's, Bill? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, got a new set of pyjamas out of it, so it was good.
New bed sheets. You got blood over. Carpet, blood on.
He does that.
I give you the full treatment. Ed's had that plenty.
Carpet with blood
Turns
on.
up, he's had a crash. He's fucking ripped all his arm. Next minute, he's stuck to your bed sheets. Then he gets up. He's fucked a towel.
I don't even need to have a
That's
crash.
what I
Blood
mean.
just
It's
comes out of
blood
me on a
everywhere,
night
all over the bed sheet.
It's horrific.
You are horrific.
I
Sounds
like-
just as it is.
I think I enjoy picking scabs and stuff, don't I? So
That's the
But no,
part and
yours-
parcel of it. It's been,
blood just
it's
started
been
coming out of
Did you
my
refreshing.
bleed
toe.
on my sheets?
Of course he
send you a
has.
picture of it.
On the sheet?
Of course.
For fuck's sake, they're brand new. 40 quid, so said they were, but we all know they want 40 quid. They're fucking more. 100 quid, I expect. So
they didn't feel like real exquisite ones.
No, well, that's good. Because you don't.
What, low thread count?
Yeah, they were less than 1,000.
1,000 thread count?
Yeah,
I don't know what that
I only
is.
do 1,100 minimum.
And you got breakfast this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, he made breakfast.
Bacon, eggs.
That's what I normally do.
Yeah, no, but I didn't think he could do that. I generally
no
didn't.
credit.
I generally didn't think that was.
What are the goals for you boys race-wise this year? You got any goals? World champ, both championships, obviously.
Yeah, that would be nice. Just
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, 21.
I'd really please do a good outdoor.
I would like to. I'd really like.
Yeah,
people think I generally don't like outdoors and stuff. It's I
just feel like you should do put a bit more into it. if I'm
I
honest.
think so too.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
less
That's your mate.
less mountain biking, please.
that's not gonna happen. But
No,
That's what I
come
mean.
on.
You need to commit.
I have.
All the people around
Before you know it,
we're
you'll be
gonna
30.
advise you in this vlog now, in this podcast. Like, this is a bit of an
I went mountain biking
intervention.
probably 3 times.
How old
last
are you
year,
now?
and
Because
I
you was injured. You can't
Exactly.
count last year.
Are you
Exactly.
27 or 28? Huh? How old are you?
27.
Yeah, soon you'd be 30 and then be thinking, fuck.
Sorry. How old is Graham Jarvis?
Yeah, but look, he's
Different
not
people.
competitive. He's not
He's
competitive
healthy.
anymore.
He was until 3 years ago, and he was 49.
Yeah,
so
but you and Manny weren't there then.
Guess what? Anyway,
Yeah, I agree. You
Yeah,
can
don't
go for a
worry.
long
I'll
time.
sort it out. Just watch. We'll sit here next
I
day
don't
and we'll
believe
go,
you. I
wow,
asked you
that
how
was
much
good.
fitness training you've done the other day, and you just laughed in my face. For Super Enduro, you can get away with that.
Yes, I will. You'll see.
What, you're going to train?
I'm skinny now.
You are skinny,
Yes.
but are you fit?
Yes.
Let's do gym in a bit then.
No,
We should do a fitness test with you on a vlog.
we were actually talking about fitness tests.
He
the other
dies.
day in the pub.
You have to take him for an emergency Coca-Cola and fucking bring him back to life.
We were talking about fitness tests in the pub the other day because it is actually in my contract that the level of fitness I have to have. Well, I think we didn't actually go back and check.
They put that in after the.
No, it's in everyone. It's in all of them. Everybody's. But I didn't actually check to see if mine's the same as the other person's. But anyway, if it is the same as the other person's, because it goes off watts per kilogram, and obviously I'm quite a lot of kilograms. Apparently, I've been told it's unobtainable in my current state, which I disagreed. I said I'll be able to do it. So there's a bit of a heated debate going on. So I've got to go
With who?
Bradbury.
You've told them, and they've said no chance you could do that.
Yeah, they says no chance because they all pedal bicycles and stuff. And I said, just
Oh,
watch.
what they said they wouldn't be able to do that.
No, like because it goes off how heavy you are, and because obviously I'm way heavier. They're like, no, that's really hard. But I don't seem to think I'll have an issue with it. And then, well, it's just funny, innit? Like when I was at the APC in America, they said, oh, we'll do some fitness tests to see where you're at. And then they're like, how come you've got no fitness tests on the system? Because I've never done one.
Should avoid them.
I said I've always been too injured to be able to do one, so I'm bothered.
So you're going to train then?
I do train. That's bad. That's not a nice thing to say.
No, you ride a lot. It's different sport. I agree.
I do train.
No, I know you. Well, you don't train. No, you do. When you're injured, you go to the APC to train. But then when you get back on your bike, you forget about
when I
training.
have more than fucking.
Ben, I get it. The sport's different.
Oh, I'll just you watch. Next year, I'll be really good. I'm telling you.
Well, just this is a bit of an intervention now because we've got a bit of a group chat and we all feel like
Romania's the crux of it. It's 5 days of you keeping your head on and.
No, but I haven't been able to show. Not last year.
you need to train your mental state. I
No,
feel.
I don't anymore. I used to. Now last year, I couldn't. I obviously fucked it all up because of my shoulder. Before Romania. The year before that, and I was still doing good last year until the last day. I was still third, which for me there is really good. And the year before that, I made a lot of personal progress at that race actually, and haven't been able to show it for the last 2 years. So just you wait and see.
But just from my own experience, when being at some of the fittest stages in my career, it gave me a lot. I was able to think about what I was able to do a lot more in a race situation. So I'd be in like a good battle coming through, and I would be like,
breathing and shit.
yeah, I would be like, wow, I can line up a pass so easy. I was in a race once and just think, this is mad. Like I can think what I'm going to do, like 2 corners in advance or settle down, and you can read the situation better. You can breathe. You can just think about what's going on in the race. Pardon?
By being fitter.
Well, yeah, because you're not like, you don't get caught in the moment half as much.
And you
when
also,
you're really fit, you actually.
I also feel like you also know that you're going to be fine at the end to still push, so you don't panic in the beginning. more.
It opens up, like, you don't get into the race, because sometimes we race and it's like you get to the end and you just go, oh yeah, I could have passed him. I didn't even think of that. And a lot of that comes because you're racing and you're not fit enough, or you're fit enough to race. Obviously we're all fit that are out there racing to a certain degree, but when you're at that level of fitness, you can line up things and you can think about things during a race. You don't get to the end of the race and it just be like, whoa, fucking hell, I don't really know what happened then. That was shit, wasn't it? Like, fucking hell, that all just happened quick. And then you look back and you be like, oh yeah, I probably could have passed him there, when someone says, and being that much fitter, you're able to think and read situations and manage the race. And which in yours, there's a lot of race management that comes in over fucking 6-7 hours.
And avoiding mistakes, because at the end it's mistakes what cost you time. But and I agree, but it's also my physical incapabilities do make it harder, and it's why I need time to build momentum, because I can't just, like, with how my foot is, I can't just go and do like a 2-week spell of cycling or whatever, because then my back fucks out.
All I'm hearing here is excuses.
I'm just telling you, by next year I'll be fine. I need momentum. I haven't had momentum for 3 years, and unfortunately I can't cram things in, because then other things start to hurt because I'm fucked.
No, you're not fucked. I feel you're fucking that good on a bike that you can somewhat get away with it.
No, but with momentum, with time, I will.
Is there people in your sport that you look at and go, he's fit and he pushes on through and he'll be good at this race because he's fit? Or is everyone sort of...
It's different. Some races you would...
Fitness comes into play in different races.
Yeah, because our sport is weird as well. Like, you can waste so much energy so easily.
Yeah.
But, like, not like waste it. Like, in the space of 10 meters on one hill, you can literally deplete yourself to the point where you're not competitive for the rest of the 6-hour day.
No.
And that was over a 10 feet spell of hillside.
Yeah.
Like, it can make... It's... Like, our sport, like every sport obviously is like this, but I feel like ours is even made up of even more like minuscule, like millisecond.
Yeah, you are way better off taking a bit longer to do a section and think about it than bury yourself.
You are and you aren't at the same time, because there's sometimes where taking too long, there might be someone that far behind you, and it means that they pivot turn in front of you, and then you're stuck behind them for the next 3 corners, and the person you were battling with has just done that section really good, tricky. And then all of a sudden you don't see them again for the rest of the day.
True.
But it's like so many, especially like a race like Romania, like the marginal things, like the minuscule things that are happening is so many times. But obviously, like the common denominator is the fitter you are, the better you do at all of that. I don't disagree with that. But just knowing how my body is for me to get to that position takes time. Just I've been in them situations, and like I am actually, for how long I've been back on a bike now, I'm very surprised how I feel while I ride at the minute. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Even when you come back at the last round, you don't win it without being fit.
Yeah. But no, like I say, I'd really...
A bit of momentum on your side.
I would like to just have a good go at outdoors without, having something where you just riding injured. I'm just sick of it. Literally since 2021, even since I actually signed with Husky, there's very few races I would say that I haven't been riding with something, which just gets annoying, which I'm also sick of it, which is why, again, like, obviously I kind of ruined things with my hand, but I wasn't also in a rush to come back to any race, because now I'm so over the fact of not riding at 100%.
Yeah, so it gets to that point. I've been there.
It gets annoying when you know, like, you could be X amount better, or there isn't a fair reflection.
Or even practicing, you just don't look forward to riding, you're worried about it.
So anyway, that's the plan. Remain uninjured, build momentum, fuck shit up.
Hi. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I love it. Let me just find some questions. You two carry on, because I've had quite a...
Well, give us one more.
How many championships
we need to leave in a minute. Yeah, 6.
What do you recommend? Would you recommend the only STANS off-road experience? I think we covered that one. Will Tommy ever race a Western Beach race? Well, I would do. It's not really on the top of my list. It scares me a little bit, to be honest, Western.
If the money's right, you'd be there, though, wouldn't you?
Of course you will.
Well, it would help Yeah, the decision. If I don't get paid, there'll probably be a
feel
slim
like
chance you see me. I wouldn't do it out of the
You have
want
to tick it
do
off
it.
once, though.
Yeah, no, I agree, but maybe a bit later. When I'm not actually racing full time, then I wouldn't mind if I'd done it.
You're not racing full time now. You've got 8 rounds of outdoor.
No, I'm going to do more, aren't I? I find races, don't you worry.
Highest paid domestic rider in the sports history.
Oh, here we go. I thought you'd almost got away with that. The whole fucking thingy.
He'll find races, don't you worry.
Well, there's races
If
to
I
race,
race
isn't
anyway,
there?
you'll know about it because I will be selling tickets before the event.
And merch.
Look, you two nearly went the whole podcast without being nasty to me. Now you got to.
You see if you can go a whole day without posting something on your Instagram that financially benefits you.
It's a marketing tool. Well, I feel awkward just to post a normal picture, to be
You
honest.
shouldn't. That should be more organic, more real.
Well, then it's just. So I don't know. I just
Where's
find it quite
Tommy's
awkward.
Christmas hat? We haven't got any Christmas hat. I
I
bought
would
Christmas
like a
jumpers
Christmas
yesterday.
beanie, actually, Ed. Would
2
like to
out of
make
the
a
3
beanie.
of us wore them. Ed didn't because actually that answers the question from before.
You would like to make a Christmas beanie.
No, not a Christmas one. A beanie.
You want to tell me this now, do you?
No, it's not for Christmas. Actually, even just for me, maybe.
Okay, we can do that. I was going to say.
Will another one? Will you bring out tops and jumpers for dogs?
Dogs? No.
What do you see yourself doing when you're retired? This is for me, team management.
Whatever Ed tells them to.
I'll
Do you
probably
like
take
cranberry
cakes.
sauce?
Yeah, I do actually.
I don't love it.
I would eat it. I don't mind it.
Horseradish?
Mm,
See, I'd rather have horseradish and cranberry sauce.
horseradish sometimes can blow your mouth out.
Yeah, it's a good bit of.
I've got 2 questions, quick fire questions. What is which is leading? Someone's not. Don't read very well. What is the reason riders are going stateside? And he followed up with Tommy. Quick question to throw him. What are your views on no prize money being paid in MXTV? I guess MXGP. I guess those two go hand in hand in a certain way, but also a lot of what people say is for the professional rider that's riding for a factory team doesn't really have any effect in that way. That's not the reason what I would suggest they go to stateside, because a rider like Prado makes plenty of money in MXGP.
His comment, I think, was the tracks, wasn't it?
Well, I
He
mean,
said some of the tracks here are
why are you
shit.
laughing? But they make plenty of money either way, don't they?
I just the way you just said it was. I just found it quite funny. Like obviously he makes plenty of money. That's
But it's
he's
not-
2-time world champion. He's not skint, but it just looks more appealing to me. If
Yeah,
I was a
that's what I was
motocross
getting
rider,
at.
I'd rather go there.
Yeah, it's like he's not gone there, and he stated
It's a bigger sport. At the end of the day, like it's
everything about it. I think it's just a little bit better in it. Like the sport's a bit better, the tracks seem a bit better, the race organisation.
Supercross is a huge
Supercross is
thing.
huge. Televised better. I watched every single outdoors from America this year on Moto TV thing, whatever it is. I barely watched any MXGP.
correct. Oh, I did it also.
no. I agree. That's the money thing doesn't come into it for MXGP riders. The reason to go stateside, because any of those that are going stateside are really
Well, it
hot
almost
property that can.
it can almost
get
cost you
contract.
more as well, because if they're moving there, they've got to then visa up.
It costs a fortune.
Yeah, it's not like you live there.
Yeah, but it's nice still though. If you think about it, like the championship bonuses now with SMX is a nice little touch on top of it. Like if you're
Yeah,
going to be
definitely.
top 10
Yeah,
and get
but-
a couple $100,000, that you're not going to.
Well,
No, but
even
you're
in
talking to riders
2009,
that are going there.
when you went, it was a full setup. It was find somewhere to live, buy a car.
fortune. When I look back at
Yeah.
it, what I earned to what I actually took back when I left, you'd have probably been better staying in MXGP
Yeah, more than likely.
over the 2 years. And Prado, wherever he lives here, whether it be Lomo or Spain, he's got his house, he's got his lifestyle. For him to move out there and go into a new lifestyle, pay the taxes that are then due out there, I can't see that it'd be. Well, it's not for me to say. I guess I can't imagine he's took a pay cut in any way, shape, or form. But it's not. The
Well, it
reason,
sounds
it's
like
just
he
what stated.
switched to a company that's got some money to one that's $3 billion in debt.
Yeah, but he has said like it offended him when someone says, "Oh, I can see the reason why you went there. Well, I would go as well for the money," and he was like, "Nah, that wound me up," sort of thing. So I don't think it's all down to money. It's more like appealing, like you said, Supercross.
No, I don't think it's
Lifestyle,
quality of life,
isn't it?
innit?
It's a lifestyle here.
You've got to want to do it, and then you're moving for fucking miles away. You're not just going to do that for money, are you? Like,
no, and it is the appeal of it all. If you watch the MXGP riders, where they go throughout the winter from now until round one, and then where we get sent, or they get sent to race around the world, and then you watch the riders in AMA Nationals training for their series at the compounds they're at, and the facilities they're at, and the weather they're getting, and you only have to scroll for Instagram.
that generally, like, obviously, my championships, I mean, the indoor one at one point was really big in America, and I think now I would say Europe's bigger, but just the areas and the riding in America just looks fucking sick. Like, that is...
Even for where you could go ride and practice.
Like the outdoor places people ride, the indoor tracks that they have. Like, yeah, I would say it's... Outdoors is definitely growing at a very fast rate, a faster rate than Europe, but it still is behind both indoors and outdoors. But aside from that, just the places they have to ride, like from a riding perspective, is still like such an appeal to go and ride.
For Super Enduro?
Yeah, no, and hard enduro. The hard enduro championship
hard
now,
enduro.
Both. But
I've never really seen people practicing hard enduro out there
they
on
just
the
have
videos and that.
fucking endless amounts of
Oh, really?
mountain ranges, deserts. Like, no one, you can, it's just so much more to go at. Looks fucking...
Maybe we should organise a enduro trip to America then. Go and have a trail ride around there.
I'll tell you what was good is, going off of that subject, is the facility that I went to. But, like, I mean, even for you to build a Super Enduro, I don't understand why you don't have more, like, in Spain. It
I
makes
don't
no
understand why
sense to
people
me.
don't build more, why track owners don't build more. Because
Yeah, why don't you build a nice one yourself? I suppose you built one up here, but it's England, so it can't be used. But why wouldn't you just pay a couple of grand and have one built in Spain? Sick one.
I've tried to find a nice place. There's one being built now, but it's still not. The problem is that one there that we all use is so flat, and it feels so realistic because it's perfectly flat. As soon as you get a track which involves an uphill or a downhill, or it's on a slope, or it's like crammed into a tight, narrow area, and it's long and thin, like, it just feels, to me, it just feels so wrong. That's why I until there's a one which is like feels realistic, to me it's pointless going, because you're not in the right mindset. Whereas that one that we all ride, Lamella Park, which is pretty hammered and hasn't had a shake up in a couple of years, but to me it's still the best.
Why has no one just?
But yeah, like, honestly, there's people there from November to February. You'll have a handful of people every day just to ride the Super Enduro track.
Why has it not just been redone? Do you pay when you go, or does everyone just ride for free or what?
He lets me on there now. I paid for a good few years, but I've got my own key for the spot now. But it does, like, it does get redone. Normally every year it gets relaid out, but for some reason this year it didn't. I'm not entirely sure why. This year it was fucking like a jungle. There's no weed killer being going on it this year. But I think if there was someone else built another one, it would push him to keep that one good. That's the best thing that could happen. Was someone to build another one. Then there'd be two ones in competition for the best one. But
yeah, because there's not that many riders.
No, but there is. Like, a lot of people that don't race go and
do they?
Like, stay in a camper van for like 3 days just to ride at that track.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, like practicing in England at VIPMX, there's still people that don't race. Out there, people generally go ride a
lot
bit
of
of
Germans are in Spain riding Enduro this time of year. Like, anywhere you go to ride, pretty much just that handful of German camper vans. They're fucking everywhere. So to me, like, it would make sense, but it has to be good enough. Like, people have built that. Oh, that's what I was getting at before. Like, people have built other ones, but they just don't work as good because it's not flat. Which is the main reason, in my opinion. But
no. But yeah, if we was talking about for that going to America, I think that's the main reason behind it. Just the appeal.
There's not that many riders either
in America.
No, that's going. Like, oh, right,
no, but there's a fair few.
Kid Wolf wants to, blah blah blah. But like,
yeah, but how many? Obviously, how many more do you want? You got the World Championship, which made obviously a big a big thing about it because you've literally got the world champion going. You've got Kader Wolf that is the world champion talk about going, and you've got the two Coonan brothers that are literally the next two best things talking about going.
For the last 10 years, how many have gone?
No, that's why people are asking why
it's
now.
all at once. I think it's just because so many at once. But if you
Well, Musquin, Roxon, they all went.
Yeah, but that was 15 years ago. That's
it's been a big...
Since Musquin and Roxon, what big names have gone?
No, not a lot. That's why I think it's a bit now, all of a sudden, why is everyone going?
I would have said it's more of a thing for, like, I don't know. You see, like, when Harry Coulis goes there, he'll be earning way more from prize money being a privateer there than he would be squatting around and doing the setup he has in Europe.
Yeah, trying to do... Yeah, but
like,
again, I spoke with Harry for a long time at Motocross of Nations, and he's like, as good as it is, it's so hard, but he's not based himself there. He's like, I'm doing everything myself, travelling around. I earn good money, but it's gone. Like,
suppose by the time he's fucking rented a truck for a month.
It's so expensive in America.
Yeah.
Have we done an hour and a half? Oh, well, someone's asked, how good is the Triumph? So we'll just finish it with fucking great, mate. Right, have a great Christmas.
See you in a bit.
Oh, dear. Is that what you're going to end it on?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, we do have to leave.
No, come on. End it properly.
All right, we'll end it properly.
Would you rather peg Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus?
Well, what a vile question to finish the joke on.
I just thought it brings it back to Christmas related. Merry Christmas. I agree, it's not really necessary.
Mrs. Claus, I would have thought.
It's probably not really necessary to answer it. But just before, it brings it back on a Christmas topic. Where's Tommy's Christmas hat? Yeah, no Christmasness involved in this. So
this is not a Christmas episode, is it?
You can't class it as a Christmas podcast, in fact. It's a December episode.
It's just a one.
I've got loads of questions, but I don't want to pick one, so I think we just...
I'll fly in for if a flight lands up, I'd come in and out for the day to do a Christmas episode if you're going to put some effort into it.
You would not.
Right, let's do one in the new
podcast. A mountain bike up 2 months ago.
Let's do one in the new podcast.
When's that going to be ready?
It'll be ready straight after your race on the 14th.
It's tricky though, because then I've got until
Well, it'll be ready before it, actually.
I've got until the Thursday, and I want to ride 2 days that week before I leave. Not impossible.
Okay. We might even come to your race to have a little watch. Can you sort some tickets?
Which one?
14th of December.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Crack out.
I don't think I will come, to be honest.
Nick wants to go.
Yeah, I know. It's not that I wouldn't like to go, but I go to Spain Tuesday, and I'm gone for Tuesday, and then it's that following weekend, and it's Christmas, and it's just a bit like, I've got a family.
We can get Nick to write to your missus again, say that it's a team thing, you have to go.
Yeah, if he writes a letter for me to say it's a team trip, I probably could get out going.
So we can do that. Right, until the next time.
Not Merry Christmas, because this is Christmas.
Merry Christmas, because we won't be doing another one of these before Christmas.
Exactly.
Have a happy new year.
And see you at the end of 2025.